Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. I'm ready to swatch these out. So I opened up the King Art gel sticks. I just received a package and I wanted to pop in here with real time because I want to open it and I want to open it in front of you. I did not order something this time for once. I believe this is Happy Mail. I'm dying to see what it is and I wanted to show you guys too. So oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? This is the King Art 48 set. So many of my friends have been telling me to buy them and to test them. I cannot wait to try them. Oh my, there's more in here. This is a beautiful book. It feels so good in the hand. I like to do, wowzer. I just did a flip through, or I just shot a flip through of the 10-year Kirby Rosanis. I can't remember anything about the universe, but oh my goodness. I will say I was shocked at how much I loved Kirby's book. It was hard to narrow it down to 5. I am just flipping blown away. Happy New Year, sweet friend, from Jana. Thank you so much, Jana. I love it. I so incredibly appreciate you. You did not have to do this, but I greatly appreciate it. And I cannot wait to test these out. I love you. Thank you so much, my friend. And I can't wait to try it out maybe in this book. Why not? I love books. Be on the lookout for a book flip through soon. Thank you, my friends, so much. I can't open them. My fingers, I always have a hard time opening things. I don't think I want to keep them in here, but maybe. At first glance, these things are huge. And I had so many friends tell me it looks like lipstick. I'm excited to do this. So I didn't swatch. I wrote down on my Sarah Renee Clark Swatch Decks cards. You don't need these. You could use whatever you want, but I have them and I love them. So I already wrote all the names down. I decided to do the name instead of the number. I think it'll just be easier for me to understand versus just a number. So I am going to attempt to swatch all of these out. If you don't want to see this, there's timestamps below. You can jump ahead. Then I have some fun stuff happening here, friends. Let me show you. First, I have a sketchbook because I want to try it in there first. Then I grabbed Romantic Country by Eriy. I hear her books take watercolor awesome. So we might work in there. I think I'd like to start something. Then I grabbed Kirby Rosanes, however you say it. And I think I want to pull the Band-Aid off with these gel sticks. So you're definitely going to want to like watch through to see what on earth is Tara going to do next. So I'm going to speed this part up of the swatching and then I'll meet you right back here. So I just finished swatching them out and you can see the colors are very, very vibrant. I'm very drawn to blues, of course, and the reds, lots of shades of green, browns. But I think the colors that I'm drawn to the most are the daggone metallics. I don't know if it's going to show up. I'm going to try to make it so that you can see. I am really excited to try these suckers out. In terms of the case, I already broke one of the latches. Which one was it? This one. I barely did anything and it snapped. Where am I going to store these? I'm going to have to put them in another bag because I'm not going to do this. I almost see that I would want to keep these just, maybe I'll get another bag like I do with my alcohol markers and just put them in there because what I'm noticing is the color is very accurate from when it's not activated to activated. And if I look at the actual color, let's get inside this one. These are the greens. If we're looking at the actual colors, they look pretty accurate to me. So I feel like if I want this color, if I'm like, I want to do light brown, it's pretty daggone accurate. So it's one less thing I have to think about when I'm coloring. So what are we going to color, friends? I really want to use these greens. The other thing is, I didn't apply this the way I would do Neocolor 2s. I just went like this, lines like that. But it didn't all get activated, and there's a lot of streaks. So I'm going to experiment in the sketchbook first, because I would like to see the best way that I can get this color down. Should I take it from the stick? Should I do it the way that I've been doing it? Should I put it on a palette first? So if you want to see me experimenting, you're in the right place. See, I definitely don't like these cases. Okay. I'm going to do a sky is what I'm thinking. So just to make sure these also are somewhat accurate, it looks like pale turquoise. Am I in the right one? Maroon? Nope, it's the next one. It's the previous one. It's one of these. Okay. So if I'm going to do a sky, I think I want to do maroon, this ultramarine, and just start there and see what happens. So I'm going to get out the maroon, oops, and the ultramarine. I grabbed the cobalt, so this is something ultramarine. Ultramarine blue was one of my favorite blues when I did this, like all the time. So I'm doing this very loosely. I'm applying it now like I would do the Neocolor 2s. I'm noticing it is very, very creamy. It just comes off, it's like soft, if that makes sense, versus the Neocolor 2s are stiffer. I really want to do a comparison, but we're not going to do that right this second, okay? This is just to get some color down, and see, I've got my water brush. I'm going to go into this one first and see, like even squeezing it, getting some more water out. I'm not able to get all of this activated. This is a rougher paper, so that could be why, because these are crayons, right? I want to just get a feel for it. And let's see, adding a little bit more water. I love experimenting. It's like one of my favorite things to do. Seeing the blue is very powerful, which we know. Okay. Now I want to take it from the stick and see, oh, I already like this better. I forget what I had been reading. I was doing some research. Your girl was doing research. And it said you're going to get different results, which makes sense if you take it straight from it. I will say, I'm so used to using the Derwents right now. Look at how dark this is, and this is lighter. So if you want less saturation, this might be the way to go. Oh, trying to put this cap on it. Clean my brush, and let's do the same experiment. Hardly any color is coming off, and this brush is not very wet. Okay. It's super pale, but that's kind of a cool effect. Okay. Let me fill this up with some more water, and let me grab my Caran d'Ache palette so that we can try the third way. So I've got the palette and I'm thinking, should I do the smooth side or the rough side? I think I'm actually going to do the smooth side and try that first. Let's go in. Okay, it won't even go down. Do you see that? I can't get it down. So let's try this side. Okay, this side is the better option. So I put a little bit of that. And let's put a little bit of this down. This is simply for experimentation. That's pretty much dry. Let's take this color first. All right, I'm noticing something right away. It's a lot more vivid if you put it on the palette first. Are you seeing that? Then taking it straight from the stick. Let's try the blue. Oh, want to make sure you can see the different ways. I think the palette wins, in my opinion. This is my least favorite. So drawing straight on it is not a win for me. If you want very, very pale layers, maybe taking it straight from the stick. And this is one experiment in this book. It may not do the same somewhere else. But so far, it seems like taking it from the palette is the best option. So let's see if that's actually true. What book should we color in, friends? I want to do, let's grab the Eriy book. There's a few different pages I'm very interested in doing that have to do with water, sky. So this is one I definitely want to do. So do I want to do it now? I think so. I'm so happy with how the water was coming out. Let's, I already broke the spine in this book, but all right. Okay, so I think I really like this ultramarine color. So did I already close it? Where did I put it? So I'm going to get the ultramarine blue. I am going to use my swatch cards. Ultramarine blue. I think I want to go with the pale blue also. And down towards the horizon, I want to put a pink color in. I think the maroon might be too bright. I think I want to go just for pink instead. That's going to be in the other box. Yeah, we got to do away with these for sure. So these three colors, I'm going to just do that. And I did get some on the other side. There we go. I don't know how much of these colors I need and how far this will go. So I'm going to start with that. This color doesn't even look like it's going down, but I'm sure it is. And I pressed pretty hard. Let's start with that, okay? And I want to start with the pink color and work my way up. I'm noticing some speckling on the page. It's one layer, so I'm going to get speckling, this speckled effect with whatever medium I'm doing. It's actually could be a nice effect because it's watercolor, right? Put a little bit over here. I want to take some of this and just put it here and there in the water. I'm going to go into the pale blue. This color is very pale. You could barely see it. I'm not that much of a fan of it, so I'm going to go to the ultramarine. Oh, yeah. I'm almost doing a little bit more of a wet into wet technique here, meaning I'm squeezing out and grabbing water. So I'm seeing some staining on the paper. One layer. Okay, we're doing good without bleed through. You can't judge something just once, right? Or with just one layer. I really like the pink color. There's a little warping, but the paper is wet. You're going to get warping. I'm going to add more of this ultramarine. How do you guys use these gel sticks? Are you using them the way I'm doing it with a palette? Do you use a water brush with it? Like, I wonder if I should do this and dilute it a little bit to get a different effect. I have nothing protecting my paper. I wasn't sure what I was doing today, so this is as much a surprise to me as it is to you. I really miss painting with my oil paints. I like to paint vertical too, leaning down like this. It's hard to see it. My lap desk that I got, a lot of times I'll use that and just tilt it up a little bit, and it seems to help. Definitely getting some smudging. But we're learning. We're learning, or I'm learning with this medium what I need. So I like squeezing and getting water. Of course, then my brush is very wet. That's a wet into wet technique right there that I like. Let's see. Because the paper is so smooth, it's taking the watercolor really well. Definitely do not like polychromos in these books. The Tombos are great. So far, the Tombos are my favorite in this book. If you notice, I'm doing a horizontal sideways. It's going to help it to look like water. And it's also important to not have it exactly even everywhere. And I'm even grabbing some of that pink color. I don't want to go in the sky. I almost did because it's dried to some degree. I will say the ease of laying in a base coat with these, it's very, very fast. Doing this with pencil is going to take a long time. That was a lot of water. Clean my brush. Let's check out the other side. Zero bleed through. I'm going to grab my hair dryer. Future Tara popping in here. Don't mind this camera right by my head. So I just got another Happy Mail and I had to grab it. I don't know when this video is going out or when this one is, or I'm doing so many things at once, friends, but I am so flipping excited about this. Jana. Oh my goodness, are you flipping kidding me? This has been on my wish list since I made a wish list. Pop Manga Flights of Fancy Coloring Book, Camilla d'Errico. This is my first Camilla d'Errico book. I don't want to flip through it yet because you know we're going to do a flip through. I like to be surprised. Should I just peek at one thing? Oh my goodness. Jana, you have completely spoiled me. I can't even get the words out to express how much I appreciate you and your incredible Happy Mail. Thank you. And expect so many flipping videos coming your way. Thank you, friend. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Back to today's episode. I didn't even use my blow dryer because I took a break for lunch because I was so hungry. This paper is doing so well with 2 layers now of watercolor, 0 bleed through on the other side. You could totally leave it just like this. You could come over the top with some pencils. You could use a little bit of pastels for some clouds over the top. I'm gonna experiment one more time with taking it directly from the stick and see what I think about that. So I'm gonna start with the pink color. Literally, it's pink. So squeeze some color out and go straight into the stick. Remember when we were testing this on paper, this was the effect that was the least saturated. I'm thinking for right now, that might be a good thing. And me coming over the blue, I'm liking that because it's kind of softly mixing it a little bit. So it's not just pink and then blue. It's creating that purple. You don't have to do this everywhere either. Just like we talked about with the water. For subsequent layers, they don't have to all have the same amount of paint. I like it better when they don't. It just gives a more varied effect. And one of the beautiful things about watercolor is the variation with it. So that's all I'm going to do with this pink color. And I love the effect that we were just able to get with making it a little bit softer. So I'm not cleaning the brush. I'm going right in. And you see that's a clump. Dropping it in there because I wanted it to be a little bit brighter. And you can decide where you want to put this color. Because this isn't Derwent Inktense, you can probably lift it up more. This is my first time using them, so I haven't tested this theory, but it makes sense because watercolor, it's unless you're fixing the page first with a fixative, it can come up, and I'm not going to fix it with fixative probably and then come over the top with watercolor. Yeah, adding a little bit more to the top. I'm a fan of that vignette effect. The edges of a page, a painting, a photo, with whatever it is. I'm squeezing out some water here. Maybe you'll be able to see it better. You see, I'm squeezing some water because I want to make sure I have enough. Yeah. That's exactly, I'm doing little circles to blend it. I was just, while I was eating, I was watching your videos probably, and I was watching Maya from Colored by Maya do all of the books she's colored in 2025. Fabulous video, Maya. I loved it. And she did so many with, oh, see, now I splattered some accidentally. And that's okay. Maybe you want that effect. I don't, not right now. Anyway, she was saying to give it a try with the watercolor. And she showed one of her paintings that was only based in with one coat, I believe she said, and said to just trust the process. And she's absolutely right. You cannot judge what's going to happen based on one coat or one experiment with something. So I'm feeling it out by feel for how much water, and I'm grabbing water from there instead of squeezing the brush so I have a little bit more control. I want it to soften this area. There looks a little harsh, but it may not dry that way. I'm just dropping some straight water right there to see what is the effect I'm getting and do I like it? I decided not to mask either because you can have so much control when you're doing it like this versus just going to town with your paint. Want to soften this area. Grab a little bit more water. Okay, that, in my opinion, that looks phenomenal. So I'm going to come down here and do the same exact thing. See what is the effect that I'm getting, and using my cloth to help so it doesn't splatter. I did not come down here with the pink. There is already a lot of pink, but I might change my mind about that. We can do that as artists. As colorists, artists. I say a colorist is an artist. You can take it and almost dry brush on a little bit like this. Horizontal lines. In the distance, it's going to be not as noticeable. I think I am going to put just a little bit of the pink. Up here. It's very hard to see. This is not a very bright color, especially taking it straight from the stick. I'm in love with the way this picture is looking. Okay, clean my brush. That might be it. We might be done with the sky, and it looks fabulous in my opinion. What do you guys think? Do you love it? I am going to let it completely dry. 0 bleed through, 3 coats. And we did it 2 different ways on this paper, and I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to keep experimenting with these gel sticks. Jana, thank you again for the happy mail. I absolutely love it. I cannot wait to experiment even more. If you made it to this point in the video, will you put a crayon emoji so I know you're still here? What other videos are you interested in? What other books? Do you have these gel sticks? What would you like to see me do? Thanks so much for spending time with me today. I love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye, friends.